So he's James, Mr. Punk Rock, wearing his leather coat, talking about his freedom of speech, ripped up jeans, sleeveless shirts. Shows up for one of our shows with Tevas and socks on. Had to have an intervention with him the next week. We told him, man, I don't care if you live in Seattle and that's the way it is, no Tevas and socks. He said he does it to piss everybody off and make them talk. I can understand that. That's kind of how he was. He kind of liked to bring as much controversy as he could, as quiet as he was, but still, we had to get rid of the Tevas and socks.
I got to take a second to thank everybody that make this happen tonight. Brian at the Funhouse, Jared for the posters, my beautiful wife, Eric Magnus on second guitar, Mike from Diction Head, Brian, Marlon, Dan, Mike's beautiful wife, this guy with a finger. It's a DTs. motherfucker.
And I remember shortly after that, not too long before he went missing, had that intervention with him, and me and him were just at practice one night because nobody else could show up, and just kind of talking about politics and stuff, and how his view was right and mine was pretty skewed, and we covered so many bases and kind of ended up the night singing a few covers and singing People That Die, and just look back on that and how much fun we just had just kind of jamming out that tune, and look back on it now, and now he's gone, so I don't know if he's trying to tell us something or what, but I just miss you, brother.
1, 2, 1, 2, hate you! Well, you hate me and I hate you. You never understand the things I say or do. So what do? You never like me, so I say fuck you. You know that you don't like me, and I don't like you. You never listen to my point of view. I'm telling you, why don't y'all go get your fucking food? It's you who never wanted me, so I say fuck you. You know that you don't like me, and I don't like you. Go fuck yourself! You never like the things I say or do, so what you gonna do? Why don't you all go home and go back to school? When you're golden, mindless, gutless puppet, what do you do? You know that you don't like me, I don't like you. You know that you don't like me, I don't like you. You know that you don't like me, I don't like you. You know that you don't like me, so I say fuck you!
My name is Dirty Uncle Mike. I am the lead singer of Diction Head. I was a friend of Jamie's. Line is the first song I'm doing, which I love that song. I had to write in some of the lyrics because some of them were indecipherable, so I think I wrote what he would have wrote or something in that vein.
So we got one real quick. I know everyone's sad, but this one goes out to James Dail, homie, motherfucking true patriot. And to the guest of honor, we got Robbie. And this one goes out to Robbie and Billy. There we go. This is called Lion.
He'd come over to my place and we'd just talk and get onto political issues, and the guy was like incredibly passionate. We'd sit there and watch Democracy Now! On my computer, and then we'd just have like debates about what was going on in the world events, and it's just the state of the world, and you know, a lot of times we're incredibly a mutual criticism of these things that we would watch and whatever. But at the other side of it, you'd see that he was incredibly like, start fidgeting in his seat, and he like couldn't really contain himself. He just like, yeah. At the same time, there's like, you know, it's good to see someone that's like knows where they stand on issues and know that they're like, their head's in the right place and their heart's in the right place, and that was definitely James. I mean, he was a super nice guy and just really wanted. I mean, he believed firmly in equal rights and definitely was not a fan of any sort of group or organization that manipulated people or people's minds.
Back to the innocence of the child, back to the dreams of a battle life, back to when the simple things were fine, when the world can seem like such a run. Back to what we had no night, taking something's got to done, back to something's things to run, things are gonna give a line, things are gonna give a line. But I get that shit, I see my fever, till the end of night, the time, light to shine and bright. Duties on the street again, looking for what I see said, getting the heart on the street, but you can't be a street on the heart. Let us stand up tight, not afraid of living, that is shit but done. Duties on the street again, duties on the street again, again. Through these guys keep that free white deep, building on the night, the dawn, light is shining bright. One time, it's a bad year. The only thing I knew about this after my night, all I've got don't seem to mind, easiest I can turn. Now this happens at the gym, nothing on the street. Sounders on the river, live my life in president. Life in president. The street by skin, tight skin, jumping on the night. The dawn, light is shining bright. The dream by skin, tight skin, jumping on the night. The dawn, light is shining bright.
I mean, yeah, things can get better and better. Of course they can. They can get worse. They can get worse, you know. But you know what I mean? It's like sitting here right now, of course, it must be some kind of satisfaction to me just to say it, you know? And I'm fronting a band, you know. So, I mean, I'm 40, I could be, you know. I'm really trying, it's as if I'm getting prepared to die. I just don't want to drink and die, you know, drink again.
We met at an AA meeting, and he was trying to get sober, I was trying to get sober, and I've stayed sober now for 15 years, and James was sober off and on for periods during that time. He always struggled with it, and it was a cool friendship, you know.
James just kept to himself so much. After we found out he passed away, the band basically was his family here.
I have all of his demos, and there's a lot of material on those demos. So he was his mind, I don't think, ever shut off from music. I think it just rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled. So it sucks because now it's stopped. The fountain is off. But we'll keep rocking and rolling. Miss you, James.
You know, eventually, like a month or month and a half later, we all found out, and it was incredibly sad. But it gave us a chance to meet his brother. Gave us a chance to like really come together as friends. You know, people that we'd see in the scene and all that stuff. That, you know, you're like friends, but like when shit goes down, like you get a lot closer to these people.
And we tried to identify who his relatives outside of Seattle were, and just had a real hard time. But fortunately, we got in touch with Robbie.
It's just an honor to be here. It's fantastic. You know, in memory of my brother, I just thank you to everybody who's put all their hard work and all that stuff to get this thing going. So, especially thanks to Rob, who, if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't be up here right now. So.
His album is finished, and I think that was like his big thing that he wanted to accomplish. So, you know, I'm happy that he did that and that he got that done, because that was like his biggest thing. I mean, whether he was waiting for that or whatever, I mean, in any case, he's always got that album left behind. So I think everyone's really proud of him. His brother's definitely proud of him. Yeah, just miss him and wish that, you know, shit would have turned out differently, but you know, he was a good guy to know. He was a good guy to hang out with, good guy to talk to, and he definitely didn't have like a malicious bone in his body. So it's sad, but at the same time, you know, stuff goes on. It's just a shame people can't work out some of their issues. And I think though that having the album though is like a legacy. I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, but he left it behind, and that's what we got. So, you know, I'm proud to, you know, even be on it to some extent. Even though if it is just some whoas, but you know, it's good to know him as a person. He's a good guy. So, to James.
Just keep doing it. It's really cool. I just don't want to forget his music. And a tribute like this tonight is going to be great for that.